Well, that was fun, wasn't it? We've come to the end of the C programming course for VTC. I hope that you learned something from it. I always learn something when I'm presenting this topic, and I've been doing it since 1984. There's always something new to learn about C. It's such a cleanly elegant, simple language, and you can do so much with it. And there's so much growing out of it these days with C++ that's been around quite a while already. C# that we have available to us now, and there's just so much to learn in programming languages these days, and so much of it goes back to C. If you go through these videos, view them a few different times, try some of the examples in there, and try some things on your own. I didn't probably give you as many examples as I was going to. I really wanted you to pay attention to the code and what was going on, but there are tons of great sites out there that have a lot of C code and examples and things that you can look at. Find some code out there, read it, see what other people are doing. Everybody's style is so different and unique, as we all are. But the language itself, like I said, it's elegant, it's simple, and extremely powerful. Almost all of Linux is written in C. Most of Unix itself, way back when, was originally developed in C. Many of the programs that you know and love, the whole Microsoft Office series, and many of the open source products were written using the C language. We took a look all the way from the introduction through our first program, Hello World. We looked at all the C types, operators, and expressions, really the guts of the language right there, everything that we can manipulate, and then control flow so that we could do ifs and fors and whiles and be able to make decisions based on what was going on around us. Then we started to break our programs up into functions and learned something about program structure and how to pass things by value and by reference back and forth. And then when we went passing by reference, that got us into pointers to variables, the pointer containing the address of a variable, not the value of the variable, and arrays of pointers, and we even looked at 2- and 3-dimensional arrays. Structures of information, where we could have a lot of different kinds of things, like a database record would be a good example of a structure. We learned how to create structures and tag them so that we could use those structure definitions later on when we actually declared the structures. Then we did some input and output so that we could talk to our program using the standard I/O, and then we used the input and output to be able to communicate with a web form on the internet and get information from a web client. That really changes the whole world when you can have your interface, your user interface out on the web, and you start to break up your program into multiple tiers and layers so that your user interface can be out on the web, and your middle processing can be done in C or whatever you like, and then the back end, say a database in MySQL or some other database product, and you're the middle tier. We looked at the Unix system interface, how to get a little closer to the operating system itself and talk to it if you happen to be on a Unix platform, and then we just reviewed the standard library that has to come with a standard C compiler for it to be called standard. It has to have those library functions. And then it ends our review. Again, I really appreciate you hanging in there and going through this video training course. I hope that it serves you well and that you have a wonderful programming career, and I hope that I can at least give you one brick that you can put in your foundation with the C language. So keep learning, and we'll see you in another video series, I hope. Take care.